Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we're going to be looking at Ethereum and specifically Ethereum's improvement proposals. Now, Ethereum, it's a crypto that I haven't covered yet on the channel, but as you all know, it's one of the original cryptos. And Ethereum, being one of the original cryptos similar to Bitcoin, it was never really built with utility in mind. It was more of a proof of a concept. And that's why some of the newer coins, for example, Cardano has been dubbed the Ethereum killer. And we have a lot of ERC20 tokens that have been used in conjunction to kind of remediate this issue of very, very high Ethereum transaction fees, because the transactions are validated by miners. They set the price and they are kind of the bottleneck in this process. So when there's high demand, a high volume of transactions, and there's a limited number of miners, they can essentially set ridiculous fees. So this improvement proposal obviously doesn't sit very well with the Ethereum miners, but it does help with the whole issue of scalable transactions. So we're here on Ethereum's GitHub, and there is a separate repository for Ethereum improvement proposals. Previous videos for Neo, for example, I've covered NEPs, Neo enhancement proposals, as well as CIPs, which were Cardano improvement proposals. We've got a folder here for EIPs, and here you can see there are actually quite a lot of improvement proposals. So I would advise, if you do have the time, to kind of just look through here, see if there's anything that stands out to you that could potentially make Ethereum, literally godlike in the future. I don't have the time to sit here and do that, but I do know that the proposal that we're looking at is 1559. So we just scroll down to 1559, should be around, oh, there we go, 1559. So that was updated 10 days ago. So if we just have a look into here. Now, as we can see, so mismatch between volatility of transaction fee levels and social cost of transactions. So bids to include transactions on mature public blockchains that have enough usage so that blocks are full tend to be extremely volatile. So this is just talking about the difficulty in predicting how much your Ethereum transaction is going to cost. Sometimes it will cost a few dollars, sometimes it will cost $50. It's very, very hard to know. It's absurd to suggest that the cost incurred by the network from accepting one more transaction into a block is actually 10 times more when the cost per gas is 10 nano ether compared to when the cost per gas is 1 nano ether. In both cases, it's a difference between 8 million gas and 8.02 million gas. So essentially what they're talking about here is, because of this bottleneck with how Ethereum was built and how miners can set the fees to validate these transactions to add to the block, it means we need a different way to approach it, and that's exactly what this EIP is aimed at doing. So what was their proposal? Well, they've essentially decided that rather than having a fee that's set by miners in a kind of supply and demand situation, instead they're gonna not have the fees that can be set or determined by demand, but there's going to be a base fee, a flat fee. And Ethereum, rather than going to the miners that are validating these transactions, Ethereum is going to get burned when transactions occur. So it's very similar to how with XRP, for example, when you send XRP, you get token burning in the transaction. Ethereum's going to do the same thing. Now, what does that mean for Ethereum as a crypto? So as we move into the future, more Ethereum transactions will mean more Ethereum being burned, which means the price of Ethereum is going to go up, so it's going to appreciate. And this, I think, is a good thing for Ethereum, because not only now has Ethereum acknowledged that the transaction fees are very, very high, as well as being very volatile. That's probably a better word to use. They're very volatile. It's hard to predict what the fee is going to be. Along with that, we now have a way to reduce the supply of Ethereum, and we also have a way to predict the cost of transactions. And I feel like that's going to drive a lot more people back to using Ethereum. Probably not as a means of a transaction, but I feel like, you know, people are not going to be as fussy when it comes to maybe buying and sending Ethereum pairs, or, you know, um, just moving Ethereum around in their own personal wallets, for example. And I think that's a good thing. Predictability is, you know, a good thing in crypto. So moving forwards, I would say I will link this repository below, and feel free to have a look at some of the other Ethereum improvement proposals. I'll have a look and see if there's any other that stand out to me that would be hugely beneficial for Ethereum moving forwards. But that was it, guys. I will include this in the description below, so do have a look. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.